People love to make excuses. I can't charge that much in my area. Branding doesn't matter here. People around here just want the cheapest guy. In today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna go on a cross-country tour, breaking the biggest myths in the home service space and showing you what actually scales. Let's go. I've helped hundreds of people all across the world start and scale their businesses. My home service university students, I've actually went and visited in person. We're gonna check on how they're doing and what they're doing differently than you. They're in different cities, doing different services, different starting points, and some of these guys live in small towns. Some of these guys are still juggling their 9 to 5. Some of them have a full-time job, families, and doing this business just on nights and weekends. And yet, they're still charging premium prices, booked out weeks in advance, and they're doing 20, 30, even 100K months in markets most people swear can't support it. Not because their market is special, not because they got lucky, but because they're running the right playbook. First stop, Denver, Colorado to meet Victor. Victor has a full-time job and 5 kids, yet he still manages to put up 100K in Christmas lights. How does he do that? Instead of saying, I don't have time or I'm super busy, he focuses on maximizing his time. Victor sells all year long. I'm talking about pre-selling jobs and collecting deposits. In March this year, he sold an $8,000 HOA and collected a 50% deposit. So instead of blaming being busy or not having the time to do so with 5 kids, Victor makes an effort to do these 2 strategies I taught him. Number 1, local business stop-ins. When we went to visit him, he was doing a mega church. How did he get that job? Simply stopping in and asking to say, hey, who's in charge? And then strategy number 2 that I teach in Home Service U is pre-selling jobs. Of course, you have to have a professional image and a good agreement in place. But by Victor pre-selling jobs and stopping in at business when he drives by them throughout the year, he was able to put up 100K in Christmas lights outside of 9 to 5 while having 5 kids. Victor, hey.
What's up, Adam?
Tell us a little bit, how's things going? What's going on here, man?
So it's one of our 3rd commercial property. It's a giant church, and they have a lighting ceremony this weekend, so I was kind of worried about getting the lights up in time, and Adam came out. It's helping out.
Help get the job done. A little bit of context for you guys. Victor, last year we helped him get his business started with Home Service U, got the home slice. How many jobs did you guys do last year?
We did 12 jobs last year.
For Christmas lights?
Yeah, 12 last year.
And you're already at what so far?
We have 18 booked.
And then this job is your biggest, I assume, so far?
Yes, by far.
Yeah, so tell them what we're doing here, the rundown.
So, like I said, huge church. We've got 17 trees that we have to get finished by Saturday for their lighting ceremony. We've got most of the building completed thus far. We're just testing the lights to see if there's any bulbs out. And we've got a giant boom lift that helped us get some of the hard to reach spots since they don't want us on the roof. We're just trying to knock it out.
How'd you get this lead?
I was driving by, my kid's uniform supplier for schools right down the road. Was driving by, saw the church, stopped in, asked who to talk to. Told him we do lights for businesses in the area. And he's like, yep, we're in the market. Shot him a bid and here you go.
And
just a random cold call.
And how would you describe someone that doesn't know what Home Service U is? How would you just like summarize that, like how we've helped you?
It's a huge resource. Like basically it's gonna shorten your learning curve. Instead of trying to figure all this stuff out on your own, it's really nice to have other people, not just Adam, but Adam's training materials, like what to use, how to do things, techniques, pricing, all that stuff was just handed to you on like literally a silver platter. And then all the other people that are in the group too, it's nice to really bounce ideas off of them and see how you can tackle certain hard to reach areas. And
we have a guy out here today too. Yeah, it's a really good community. Like we have another guy from Home Service U about an hour away, came in to help get this emergency job done. Anything else we should cover, or we should get to work here? We got some time ticking.
So Home Service University is a group of like-minded home service business owners.
Let it go.
And collectively we all learn together. Adam runs the group, provides most of the content for us to learn from. I mean, everything from standard operating procedures to cold call scripts to equipment to use, things to buy. Like you don't have to really think for yourself. You just kind of duplicate what he's put together and learn from the other people in the group. It's really a wonderful community, and it's great to see the person that created it actually come out here and help me out. So it's been awesome. Adam, thanks for coming out.
Hey, of course.
This has been awesome.
Yes.
I think we're gonna get it done. We've got 2 more trees left, right in time for the lighting ceremony. The pastor or the building director came out. He said he was super happy. He loved the spacing, thinks it looks great. The bulbs are working. I don't know if I would have gotten it done if you didn't come out.
Oh yeah, well we made it. I'm surprised, but it looks pretty good, and thanks to Josh as well for coming out. It looks like we're gonna have a job success, guys. Victor's just in there right now talking to the director and kind of wrapping up things. Super happy to have this job done. Just one tree left and maybe one little touch up over there, and this thing is gonna look absolutely incredible. We'll do a cutaway in a second so you guys can see what it looks like lit up at night. Super excited for Victor to not only get this one job done, but to take that next step in his business. I remember when I first met him, when he was thinking about joining Home Service U as a full-time dad with 4 or 5 kids, I think he has now, working full-time, but he's like, hey Adam, I want to take that step, start my business. So it's cool to see how much he's progressed in 1 year and now being a second-year business owner. This job is awesome. It's the biggest job he's done so far. It's cool to see that growth. If you're someone that's thinking, hey, I don't like my job, or I want to start creating a better life for myself, or maybe you already have a home service business, you want to take it to the next level, and you want to get more information from myself, someone that's a proven system and been doing it for 8 years now, check out Home Service University. We have every masterclass, all of the door hanger templates, your discount codes for suppliers, your yard signs, your SOPs for your company. Home Service University is my program I designed 2 years ago to help people that were just like me, people that want to change their lives through home services but need a little bit of help. Over the past 2 years, we've helped over 500 students start and scale their home service businesses. I'll put all the info down below. Victor, or should we call him Super Dad, is living proof that you don't need more time, you need systems and a plan. With a 9-to-5, busy family life, Victor is still able to go out and crush 100K worth of Christmas lights in a short amount of time. He followed the blueprint perfectly. Speaking of people that follow the blueprint perfectly, let's fly out to California and visit Miranda and Javier. When I first met them, just 18 short months ago, they had the dream of working on their business full-time together. They hated their 9-to-5s. Miranda, working at a bakery, Javi, working in the vet tech. What do? Instead of wasting their time spinning in circles, they invested in proper help and we laid out a game plan. We focused their extra time and energy on marketing, building a brand, and sales. Javi left his job a few short months later and Miranda followed. This power couple is absolutely crushing it. The thing they needed help with was having a solid game plan and more confident in sales. Being in California, they used to get outbid by the cheapest guy. Now, with proper branding, some sales processes, we taught them a 7-step sales framework, they are closing jobs for $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000 in Christmas lights. Shout out to Miranda and Javier for betting on themselves and being full-time business owners as a husband-wife duo. Now, let's fly back to Canada and visit one of my students, John. John, a young guy based out of Montreal, his hustle got him so far, but then he stalled out. When he first reached out to me, he wanted to make money getting started at home services. He quickly had his first 10K month, 15K month, 20K month, all the way up to 35K months. And then what happened? His systems failed. Why? Because hustle can only get you so far. And John, being a young guy with some additional employee turnover, ran into issues peak summer. His team didn't have standard operating procedures, and there was mess-ups happening constantly. John could not be in 3 places at once, and that's why his revenue stalled. We went out to visit him, we broke down each service in detail and built out standard operating procedures so he could make more money with less headaches, and not only that, but his workers could be there, perform the service even better, and on performance pay, get home earlier and make more money, resulting in less turnover so John could scale his business without hitting that ceiling. Okay, so John's officially in action spraying. I'll show you what that looks like. Clean edge.
Pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big.
Let me guess, Montreal's a big city, or it's Canada, it's different. Save the excuses, and I told you guys earlier on, even the guys in small towns are crushing it. Let's fly to the United States, to small town Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and visit Noah. How did Noah get started in home services? By accident. As a new father with a full-time job, he woke up one day and got fired. Instead of whining, complaining, and blaming anybody, he started a home service business. Not with a $10,000 setup or even a $1,000 setup. He made his soft wash setup for less than $600 and began knocking on doors and selling roof cleanings. This year, 2025, he just submitted his end of year report. He did mid $300,000 working for himself, charging premium prices in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It just goes to show you that you can get started for a little bit of money, and if you're positioning yourself as a premium brand like Noah has with SwiftServe, you can quickly ramp up from zero. I think he did $150K his first year, and this is his third year. He's done almost $350,000. Shout out to Noah as an owner-operator looking to scale next year by adding guys on. Hopefully he can take a few lessons from John in building out systems and teams so he can spend more time with his family. Now, for our final stop of the trip, let's head down south to my favorite place to visit in the United States, Florida, to visit one of my first students ever, John. I remember like it was yesterday when I first met John on a call. A little bit soft-spoken, but a 10 out of 10 straight shooting guy. Absolutely loved his aura right from the beginning. However, he needed a little bit of help with building his brand up, some back-end systems, and charging the prices he should be charging. So instead of competing with the electrician doing jobs half-assed, what John did was double down on his branding and increase his sales skills through adding holiday lighting. By adding holiday lighting and selling a premium service that wasn't a need, but a want, which is harder, he was able to apply that to his other electrical services and build up a brand. I think he has 5 trucks wrapped now and is crushing through $150,000 per month. Not only is he making this bunch of money, but it's cool to see him grow as a person and have the confidence. Someone I'm happy to call a friend and is one of the HSU original students.
From John's, give me the rundown on him. Okay, lots of notes on John. John worked as an electrician, was doing that 9 to 5 grind, wanted to invest in himself and start his own business. That's when he decided to join HSU and things really took off. Since joining, he added another vehicle to his fleet, added another employee, and he actually had his biggest month with $34,000 of sales.
Fuck, I'd love to hear that. So what are we helping out with today?
The biggest thing for John is he's ready to transform his business into a legitimate company.
Man, I'd love to hear that. Let's get rolling here. Let's help John out and take his business to the next level.
Love to see the wrap vehicle, sign out front, looks great.
We're in Port St. Lucie today with John. John Stoffers, the CEO of Brighter Day Electric. Thanks for having us out today. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, guys. I'm the CEO, owner of Brighter Days Electric here. About 1.5 years ago, I just decided to open up my own business. We're full service electrical contracting. So we deal with anything electrical related as far as troubleshooting, installs, repairs, remodel work, you name it, we can do it. Was riding around in kind of a beat up mini SUV, started out there. And then about a few months later, got that van over there. Actually drove all the way to Kentucky for it, drove it back home, and then about 1 year later now, we're actually sitting with a brand new 2023 F-250, eventually getting a camper shell on the back of it, but things are going great. We're hiring another guy to go ahead and drive the little van around. I'll be driving the big boy around here. Business is going great.
Cool, man. I love to hear that. And this truck was a big win for you. I know you shared that in the HSU group. Do you want to give us a little overview of the truck? Tell us why that was important to you to get and what it means.
Truck was great to get. I've always wanted a big truck, full 8-foot bed, full crew cab, basic work truck here, vinyl seats, plastic inside, and makes it nice and easy to clean up and everything.
Perfect for making some money.
Perfect making money, yep.
Awesome, John. What led you to starting your own company?
I would say I was tired of just making the same exact amount of money every single day. Same grind for somebody else, making somebody else money. Always had that same 25 bucks an hour, never getting anything more, never getting anything less, so I wanted to kick it up a notch. We have a family, we have a 9-month-old now, so I want to be around for my daughter more, be around for my wife more. Like I said, about 1 year ago, we started up, hung out with my wife before we had our baby, and it's been great ever since.
Yeah, man, you had your best month last month. I saw you shared that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so our best month was August here. It was about 35,000 or so in revenue completed. This current next 2 weeks, we're actually on track to make about 22,000 in revenue. Our goal is kind of to start doing about 50,000 a month. Once we add on that new guy, giving him jobs, giving him leads, me selling jobs, that kind of stuff.
Man, John, I love to hear that. 50K months, that's big boy money, big John, big trucks. What are you doing to hit that 50K months?
So when we first started the business, we were strictly basically word of mouth, putting ourselves on Facebook groups, going out there, trying to hustle for it. Eventually we just said, hey, this is not keeping us busy enough to go ahead and do the work, complete revenue, that kind of stuff. So we started some local advertising and different marketing as far as different media outlets and some different magazines, newspapers, that kind of stuff. and then also Google my business. So we started getting busier with that sense, and the magazine was great, but at the end of the day, about a month or two ago, we started saying, hey, the magazine isn't keeping us heavy enough as far as jobs coming in. We realized that Google my business, which was free, was actually outperforming our paid advertising scenarios. So we said, hey, let's go ahead and start putting money actually on Google, since the free version is helping us a lot out. If adding money to it is going to make it even better, let's just go ahead and do it. So we started adding that, getting a lot more clientele, a lot more bigger jobs, a lot more sold jobs. Also hooked up with a couple of general contractors around here,
Nice.
different real estate investors that like to recommend our name out. We do great work, like to remodel houses, flip houses. So we come in and do small little portions just to make sure that the house is up and tidy, up to snuff as far as electrical. A little bit of remodeling, new lighting, new outlets, new panel upgrade.
Nice, man. So a little bit away from the traditional like door-to-door, word of mouth, the unpredictable, like you can't track that. And like you said, you're putting your money into Google, things that are trackable, building those relationships. So what are some of the things that you've learned from Home Service U that's helped you kind of build those relationships or make some more money, or just in general improve your business, would you say?
So with HSU, I would say having the team of friends and people and different business owners that are like-minded, yourself, Josh there, other people that are going through the same scenarios that I am here. Every single Wednesday night, every single Sunday night, you know, different calls, different Zoom meetings as far as how to grow my business, how to talk to the customers, how to really get those customers to your door and to your business to say, hey, I want your service, rather than me going to them. I want them coming to me.
All right, John, so you said you had your biggest month yet last month, almost $35,000. We're gonna hit that 50K month this month. Tell me a little bit about where you were a year and a half ago.
So about a year and a half ago, I was working for somebody, typical 9-to-5 job as an electrician.
And how much were they paying you to do that?
Like $26 an hour, man.
Jesus, man, was that work out to each month?
A little bit over $4,000 a month or so.
And then how'd it feel to go invest that much money into yourself and joining Home Service U at the time?
At the time, man, it felt crazy investing all that stuff. Like I said before, the van, I went and sold my own personal car and bought a work van. Crazy at the time. Then went ahead and invested a lot of money into advertising, that kind of stuff, invested into HSU. And it's just crazy because I invested basically almost a whole month's salary over into HSU, and it's just been crazy ever since, knowing all the stuff about HSU.
How's that investment panned out for you so far?
It's been great. Like you said before, we just hit about $35,000 this month. We're aiming to make $50,000 this coming month for September. The investment's been great. You just got to invest in yourself in order to run your business.
I couldn't agree with you more on that. What would you say to somebody that's on the fence? Maybe they either haven't started their business yet, or they have their business and they're afraid to like let go of that money and invest in themselves, invest in their business, and investing into something like Home Service U. What would you say to them?
I would say the best advice for starting your own business is to not be afraid of spending the money to make the money. In order to have a successful business, is you do have to spend the money, and my advice is to hop into a program like HSU. Learn from a community of people like yourself and everybody else, back and forth with communication with everybody, and knowing how to run your business will definitely help you be successful in your business and make more money than that initial investment of HSU.
Awesome, John. You're talking about maybe doing Christmas lights this year as well, adding that.
The whole reason of getting involved in HSU was to go ahead and grow my company and learn a little bit more about how to grow the company. One of the big things that HSU has kind of taught me is starting into the Christmas light season. Definitely want to start doing that as far as continual revenue every single year, coming back to it every single year, because as an electrical contractor and service, once you go to a customer's house, you don't know when I'm going to go back to that person's house. I don't know when I'll ever be able to go and say sell more stuff or do more stuff for them. At least with Christmas lights, I know every single year, as long as I do a good job, I'll be going back to that person's house every single year and making that same exact amount of money.
Build up that recurring revenue.
Build up recurring revenue.
Awesome, man. I'd love to hear that. Maybe we'll also explore getting you some relationships, start subbing out some windows, gutters too on the side. I'll help you with that, man. That's some low-hanging fruit, easy too.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, John. John's absolutely crushing it, guys. He's bet on himself. We're in Port St. Lucie here. He's absolutely crushing it. This is why we do what we do. Thank you, John, for having us out today. We're gonna take some photos for him, set him up nice and good, and go on our way. Absolutely incredible experience going out there, meeting John, his beautiful family. Hearing they went from $4,000 a month just over a year ago working for somebody else to that $35,000 a month last month, $50,000 a month coming up. He has an extra vehicle on the road. He got his dream truck, has a guy working for him. He's absolutely crushing it. That is why we do what we do. Did an incredible photo shoot. Now we have about, 20 minutes or so, and we are gonna be doing our HSU coaching call. The theme tonight is Christmas light installations, which is, as you guys know, my #1 service. So let's go jump into that HSU coaching call.
2 different countries, 5 different people, all running completely different business models, getting the results that you want. So let's be honest. It's not your city, it's not your service, it's not your customers. It's your lack of strategy and broken mindset. You could drop me in any province, any city, any state across North America, and I know for a fact I can make a minimum of $1,000 a day. So the ball's in your court. Do you want to stay where you are and blame other people? Or do you want to take action? If you're willing to take action and you want a little bit of help, because there's nothing wrong with getting help. Everyone we visited reached out, got some help, and we fixed their issues. I would encourage you to check the descriptions down below and book a free one-on-one strategy call. If we think we can help you out and you're willing to invest in yourself in just time, energy, and financially, we're able to help you scale your business to the next level.